Hello. We are Marion and Anne. I'm Anne, that's Marion.
Hi.
And we are VanCliffe Dean. Marion and I set the company up about 3 years ago.
Yeah, coming
and the reason we set it up was because we got to the stage where we couldn't find what we were looking for in the marketplace. So everything.
And we're not particularly too fussy either.
No,
really.
It was just that everything seemed to be aimed at the young.
Yep.
Everything had got really high heels. The quality
Massive.
wasn't great.
Yeah.
The comfort wasn't there, and we decided that we'd have a look at doing it for ourselves.
Yeah. Anne and I are in our 50s, and it doesn't mean to say, quite frankly, that we want to look like old fogies. I mean, what's out there, unless you want to wear a 5-inch heel, and it may look fabulous, but you can only walk from the taxi to the restaurant. And we wanted to make something that we could wear all day, be comfortable, look great, and be, I hate to say the word, but on trend, if you like.
Yes.
And I think our collection is a true, what we call an eclectic mix.
Eclectic, I think, is the word.
Yeah. On the fitting of it, I think we've got to discuss that a little bit. We have done a lower heel. It doesn't. I mean, Anne's got a fantastic platform.
I've got our highest heel on.
Yeah. I mean, it's
which isn't actually a high heel. It does give the impression of being a high heel.
Yeah.
Because it has a small platform, but it's not a sort of a teetering high heel.
No.
But we're really designing for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we're
our
felt
market.
that there was a lot of people out there who wanted what we wanted. We couldn't be the only two people.
And let's be honest, we love our shoes and our bags.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can never have too many shoes or a bag. I'm sorry, you can't.
So that really was the sort of the birth of VanCliffe Dean, and the whole point of our little video, our little vlog, is that we want to introduce you all to VanCliffe Dean.
Yeah,
and what we do.
So today I'm wearing our kitten heel Chelsea boot, which is one of my favourites. I have it in all the colours, I have to be really honest. And today I'm wearing the pattern. I've teamed it today with a fantastic new pair of trousers from Zara that I bought a couple of weeks ago. And I have a classic cowboy shirt on, with the American version of a cowboy shirt. So if I was going to go to a meeting, where I do have to go to this afternoon, I want to be a little bit more classic, then what I'm going to do is wear a classic black jacket, which will dress it up, just changes it. Great for a little meeting, a little bit more dressed, not so casual. I like that, I like the back, I like everything about it. This is a classic caramel. Love it, love it, love it. I've had this for about 5 years. Goes perfectly with VanCliffe Dean. The last part to put here is our fabulous crossbody bag. It's adjustable. I like to wear mine very long. You can get, this is a TARDIS, this bag. You can get everything in it you possibly want. There's a couple of outfits with our wonderful Chelsea boot in pattern leather.
So today, this is a jacket that I bought from Amazon, and a really nice leather jacket, which I actually wear with loads and loads of things. The jumper is from Tesco's, from their, I think it's the F&F, which is a cashmere jumper, and the skirt is from Jerry Weber, and obviously the shoes are VanCliffe Dean. Now I would normally wear the VanCliffe Dean classic bag with this. As we were saying before, this isn't a specific match, but because it's got the same red in it, obviously the two that can be tied up. So this bag, I normally wear it like this, but it does actually come with a long strap, so you can actually wear it as a shoulder bag. So one of the things that I could do by keeping the jacket and the jumper the same is that I could just introduce a grey skirt, or alternatively I could introduce grey skirt and grey jumper. And then if it was sort of a much colder sort of a day, then I would probably put this coat on. And also I've got the shoes, the VanCliffe Dean grey and black with a hint of red biker boot, which will work perfectly with the jeans, or the VanCliffe Dean grey lace-up shoes, block-heeled shoes. So these can all sort of be teamed up with all sorts of different combinations of grey and red. They can be teamed up with lots of other things as well, but I sort of went for the grey and red theme today.
So this is the best part of having any business, in my opinion, which is the design side. and Anne and I work very closely together. You know, we on both the shoes and the bags. We, as we said before, we don't colour coordinate and do a shoe bag.
We do actually design all of our own products.
Oh,
we
yes.
haven't actually taken anything off the shelf from the factories that we're working with. So we've,
Because we're too fussy.
yes, and the people at the factory will probably tell you exactly that if you were to ask them. So what we do initially is we get together lots of ideas. We've got mood boards and so on and so forth, and then we gradually, and this takes quite a lot of doing, whittle it down to the collection that we're then going to put together. And then once we've done that, that's when we move on to the process that we're sort of at this stage, where we get all the swatch cards out and we then pull out a colour story.
You know, we do a lot of kind of trending, if you like. We look at the internet, what's going on, what colours are coming in, as much forecasting as we can. So we have all our leathers, patents or whatever they may be, will come from Spain and Italy. We have, as you know, all our making is out of Spain. And so we're very fortunate that we get the best leathers immediately and are well sourced for. So something like this, which is Italian, this is all calf hair in all various different guises.
So this one, for example, so we've got the beige, and then the black is actually printed onto the top, and then we'll
I have to say that is my shoe. It's a year old and it's been worn a lot, but as you can see, it's still fabulous.
Not fresh out of the
sorry.
box.
Yeah. So anyway, carrying on from that.
But that's what we can do with any of these things. So they have a print, and sometimes they actually have two colours. So sometimes they have brown and black.
I think this is the first bag Anne and I designed because we wanted a bag that is great for the office. I hate having a handbag that already weighs 3 kilos before I put a purse or anything in it. I think it's really, you know, especially a bag of this size, you already, you know, you want it to be light and easy to hold. And then we have this, this is mine. And I like it better because it's all worn in and squashy and lovely.
It reminded us of the original Mulberry leathers when Mulberry,
original ones, not the ones
that are out now, but when Mulberry was in its sort of early days, the leathers that they used were fantastic, and as they aged, the colour changed and it got softer and it got all scrunchy, and the minute we saw that leather, that's what we liked about it. And we've got a knee-high flat riding boot that we make in it, and we've got the little clutch bag and the big work bag, and as they're aging, they're all getting like that, so they're just fantastic, aren't they, because they're getting sort of worn in, but that really is just the best thing about them.
We're very privileged to be doing this. We really enjoy it, and it's something which is the very beginning of VanCliffe Dean. You know, it takes a good 18 months, 2 years to get all the infrastructure ready for a business, doesn't it?
It does.
And now we're on that slide, you know, up and running, and it is the future looks great. And so yeah, off this little table will come the next collection.